money you take from me? How much? How much?
I don't want to.
You don't take. You don't count, but you take from my bag and my mom bag.
No.
You take from the kitchen. You take from my mom bag. I saw you in the camera.
No, take for money for mom.
From whom you take?
No.
From whom you take?
Take from.
You still lying. You still lying.
There's an envelope.
How many?
You open the envelope and take.
And hide beside the bed. We see all of us saw you in the camera.
We saw everything.
We saw everything yesterday.
Don't
Don't
lie
still
again.
lying. How much this you take from me?
دول فلوس قليلة
How
جداً.
much?
دول ما يجوش.
عادي from my bag, from the kitchen. This you said madam take and you take from it, right?
5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 ما تصورنيش 14 15 16 17 18 19 20
21.
دول
Okay.
2100 هم
Okay.
كام يا صور؟
Not all the money you take 4,200. I know everything. 4,200. You will bring it now.
But I take this money. I take go take for.
Well, in my opinion, if you ask me if this lady stole that money, I will say no. She didn't steal that money. That might be her salary. Because in these houses, because that lady is on contract by the look of things. And where will you keep the money after stealing it? Where will you keep the money? Because you don't even get the chance to go to the bank by yourself to transfer your money. If maybe we were allowed to go to the bank by ourselves to transfer our money, I would have said maybe she stole it so that she can go to the bank and transfer the money to her home country by herself. But because we don't have that opportunity, that we don't have that privilege, our bosses transfers our salary to our accounts or to our home. Like we don't have those privileges as housemaids. So where will she keep the money? And she doesn't even have the freedom for movement. Like if you are staying inside that house, you are inside that house. You don't go anywhere by yourself. If you go anywhere, you are accompanied by your boss. You don't even go anywhere. Like if you are going anywhere, it's where they have chosen. Maybe you are visiting their family member, not your family member. You are going shopping with them. You can't go alone. So if you steal the money, where will you take it to? Because before you leave that house to go back to your country, they will search your bags. Before you leave that house to go to your country, they will search your bags. So I know all ladies know that your bag will be searched so that they see if you have taken anything that belongs to them. So why will you steal the money? Where will you keep it? How will you manage to go outside that house with the money? Okay, if at all this lady is saying the truth that the young girl stole her money and they have the CCTV footage, why is it that the CCTV footage is not included in this video? Like we are not allowed to see the CCTV footage. Why? And this is why I normally tell you guys, if you are paid your salary, don't keep that salary in that house. It's a bad idea to stay with your money in cash. Let your money stay in your bank account, not even the bank account in this country, the bank account in your home. It is safe there. Because here anything can happen. You might be laughing with your boss, you are in good terms and they change. Maybe because you did something wrong and they just change all of a sudden. And you might find that you have left your 2-year salary here in this country. I always advise my viewers, if you get your salary, transfer it. Let your salary stay in your home country, in your bank account in your home country. It is very safe there. Don't keep your money in cash in your boss's house. It shouldn't even exceed 3 months. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And I have a friend of mine. She was working here, but I'm sharing this because she's already in Kenya. She already traveled. And so she was working for this boss. And she didn't want to send money back at home because she did have somebody that she trusts back at home. So she chose to keep her money and then go with the money to Kenya in cash, salary for 2 years. Okay. So just one day she woke up and the boss was telling her that she stole the money. The boss was telling her she stole the money, and that is her salary. Thank God that we came with a good agency. So the agency did a follow-up and they told the boss to provide evidence that she has been transferring her salary back home. And there was no evidence. And so she was given her money. So what if you came with that agency that after they just bring you here, your business, and then it's done? Like they don't do any follow-up. Even if you call them, they end up blocking you. What will happen? And most of these cases happen after you finished your contract and you have told your employer you don't want to renew your contract, like you want to go to your country for good. They will look for something to fix you. Not all employers though, but most of employers, they just want you to work for them for long, like as many years as possible. Like they don't give you a freedom to choose. Like it's like they have that feeling like they own you. So you don't have that option of making your own decisions. You do as per what they say, not as per what you say. So most probably this is this lady's salary, and maybe this lady has just finished her contract and she made a mistake of telling the employer that I will not come back here, I want to go for good. And that's why they want to make her feel as bad as possible. Because if she really stole the money, why is it that they don't want to show us the CCTV footage of her stealing the money? Why? I don't believe that lady stole that money. I don't believe that lady stole that money. Because if indeed she stole that money, they could have showed us the CCTV footage. And I'm telling you guys, don't keep your money in cash in those homes. Don't tell your bosses that you are going home and you will not come back. Don't tell your bosses you are going home and you will not come back. They will look for something to fix you. They will treat you bad. Not all of them, but majority. So there is no need of you taking that risk. Because, you know, most of the times you will be treated so nicely with your employer, and then you think that she's a nice person. But by the moment you do something that doesn't favor her, doesn't work in her favor, they change. All of a sudden, you will not even believe that that is the person that was calling you. You are like my sister, you are like my family. They change all of a sudden. Especially if you are going back to your country, you have finished your contract and you are not coming back, and you make a mistake of telling them that you will not come back. Please, that should be your secret. That should be your secret. Most people have been mistreated because they say they will not come back in that house. Most people have been mistreated. Some have lost their lives. Just after they finish their contract, they didn't even fall sick. Something happens and somebody loses their life. I don't trust anybody. So I would rather tell you to tell them that you will be back. You are going for vacation and then you will come back. So that you leave, they just treat you normally as they used to treat you. Because they don't, getting a new housemaid is expensive. It's expensive here. Like they will spend like 300,000 Kenyan shillings to get someone new to come and replace you. So they normally feel bad if you're not coming, and they have to spend another 300,000 to get someone new. They forget that you have a life of your own. You have plans with your life. Like you're not planning to work as a housemaid forever. You want to switch and do something else. But they are so jealous, like they cannot see you do something better with your life. I'm telling you the truth. If you think I'm lying, if you think that your boss is an exception, finish your contract, tell him to give you a cancellation letter so that you can change your job type, your job group. Like if you are a housemaid, maybe you change to something else like security. Tell them to give you that letter. If you think that your boss is so special, so nice. After you finish your 2 years contract, the contract is 2 years. After you finish your 2 years contract, you have the right to go back to your country or do something else. But try and tell them to give you cancellation letter so that you can work You don't want to go back to your country, but you don't want to continue working for them. You want to change the type of work you're doing. You can do that, by the way, in this country. But your boss is so jealous, they will not see you prosper. They will not see you do something else apart from working for them as a housemaid. If you think I'm lying, after you finish your 2-year contract, try that and see. They will ban you. They will make sure that you leave this country and go back to your country, and they will ban you from coming here because they don't want to see you prosper. I'm telling you this from experience. Take care, guys.